Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to my 2,244th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Traders, you can find me at www.futurestraders.com. Before we get into what is in front of your eyes for trading on Tuesday, April 6, 2021, please remember that trading futures, stocks, options, ETFs, you name it, if you trade it, it is extremely risky these days. Know that you can lose more than you have in your trading accounts. Know that futures and options are not for everybody. Just know how this game works, please. If you don't know the risks, contact me at futurestraders.com. Go to my live trading room, and it's called OMNI Chat, and I'll explain to you why you need stops in this game to save your butts. All right, traders, if you do play stops and you know the risks, let's look at what we are expecting for trading on Tuesday. So once again, for April 6th, 2021, OMNI says buy deep, and I mean deep dips in the Nasdaq if you'd like to trade from the long side. June Nasdaq, now look at the chart. You'll note this black average running through the chart right here. Well, look at how well it held. Nasdaq stays above. Boom. Nasdaq stays above. A test. Hold. Stays above. Miserable failure. Boom, boom, boom. All the way down. Rallies up. Failure again at the average. Down we go. Another rally. Failure at the average. Down we go. Well, this time, boom. Finally, we're through the average. And a couple of spike days higher, and Omni wants to buy big or deep dips for trading on Tuesday. Why not go for it? I like what I'm seeing in the Nasdaq chart. There's another very, very interesting chart I want you cats to look at. Check this one out. Now, look at the crude. Crude oil has absolutely developed what I call a head and shoulders formation, which generally leads to lower. The market should drop. Doesn't mean today it will. Point is, Omniacs, traders alike, start looking at crude oil out there because it needs to be paid attention to here. You've got a fully formed right shoulder of a head and shoulders, the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, below the average, which is not usual for crude, right? Now it's parked itself below the average. And if we took away the whole head and shoulders theory, I would just say, well then, let's get rid of the head and shoulders, and we'll simply go with a bear flag. And you drop a line here for a flagpole, and you call this your flag and say, well, it's a bear flag anyway, Oscar, even without the right shoulder. Well, at least that's what my analysis told me, and that's why I'm bringing it to you. So right there, you can see if I change the pole to blue, the pole is represented by those two quick down days that you see right here. 1, 2, boom, boom. That gives you your flag pole. The rest of it gives you the flag. Below the average, maybe it's a right shoulder of head and shoulders. Maybe I'm crazy on that one, but it certainly is a flag. So start watching crude. Now, if this is a flag / and or head and shoulders, you've got two projections, 5360 and then 5200 versus the June contract, which is trading at around 59 to 60 at the moment. So we're looking for, 600 points lower, 700 points lower. If this pans out, start watching your crude oil, kids. You can find me once again either at livewithoscar.com, which you see here, or futurestraders.com, and we can discuss these Omni targets. Now, we are day traders, and of course, if crude decided to go like this and put a day in this tall, and the next day go up like this, well, of course, I wouldn't still be calling for what you see now. But that's not what happened. This is what's happening, and this needs to be spoken about. So keep your eyes on crude, okay? I have a feeling that if not today, tomorrow, we're about to, even if we rally up and get to the height of the flag, we could come back down eventually and hit my targets. So start watching crude. And then there's another one that I really like out there. Mr. Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin for you crypto fans out there. Now this chart, as you know, traders, I've shown this to you in many, many videos. I started analyzing Bitcoin from the day the chart was born. I was blessed to see Bitcoin grow before my eyes as an accomplished analyst, and I was able to chart Bitcoin, and we did an investment in Bitcoin, and we put a calendar on our whiteboard in every video and basically called for the first target of 35,000. Bitcoin at the time was, I don't know, 14, 12, 9, 6, whatever low number it was down there. We called for an amazing 35,000. Everyone thought we were nuts. We called for that to happen literally by 2021. And in 2021, bingo, we hit 35,000. So the next call I made was for 60,000. And lo and behold, this thing literally rallied up and nailed my call. And I went, wow, I'm really getting better with this. My next call was down to 41,300. The market drops all the way down to just about 41.3 and bounces again. So right around here, we made another call. The call is 80,200, which you've seen in many videos. Now, I think Bitcoin is about ready to go challenge, the upper side and start heading towards 80,200. We've got 5, 6, 7 weeks to go before we should get there, somewhere between now and, 2 months from now, 3 months from now max. We should hit our 80,200 target because we were right for calling the 60 and for calling 35 and 41.3. So why not think OMNI's going to be right again, calling for the 82. And I think that's where we're going to go. No guarantees. You must put your stops in, but look at this really quick. Check this out before we go any further. Right here, you had this crazy flag build, right? A little one, very pointy. You can almost turn it into a pennant flag if you just wanted to draw the lines this way. But let's just leave it as a flag for now. It made that little flag right here, right? And then exploded. Boom! And that's when we started really racing towards my 35 target. Well, look what interesting thing has happened right here. We've got another one right there. Same sort of formation. Little flag, short pole, quick days, built up to the right, just like this one. So maybe, just maybe, Bitcoin is now starting to move its way towards, at least we hope, it's starting to move its way towards our 80,200 target. So anyway, once it built one of these, it popped, left a gap, and took off. Maybe, you never know. Now, of course, to the left, you might notice that this is previous highs. And this is a challenge of a double top, so I don't know, maybe it'll fall back from here and not go yet. But the target remains valid no matter what happens. Now, traders, if you'd like to see more of this type of work, I am holding a live webinar for Metastock amongst a bunch of other fantastic presenters. My presentation, personally, will start at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The link is here, and I will also put the link below the video. Come join me. It's absolutely free. Claim your seat now. Cost you nothing to sit with me for an hour or two and allow me to go over tons of charts. You can call your charts yourselves. Tell me what you want to analyze. We'll go over them together. So make sure you join me. Metastock this Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. This is tomorrow for Wednesday. At 4 p.m. is my portion of the presentation. Make sure you click the link below and save your seat. And then I'd just like to remind you, traders, before you go, stops are in, emotions are out. I'll see you all at the site. Thanks for tuning in.